today, so hopefully that brings some sort of motivation for his LaSalle squad.
They're not only healthy, they're deep too. Doesn't hurt that they've got a deep bench. As here we go. Crazy in a good way for us UAP fans.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Quick start by Makalalang from distance. Yamaha of LaSalle, Tyler.
Looks like LaSalle is in a 1-1-3 alignment. Disrupting UP, but couldn't finish
4
it.
of 28 from the field as we look at this rebound powered by AIA, formerly Phil Am Live. Bounce back like a champ.
Defense from Remogat.
Abadiano stays hot. Breakers here, late season 88.
And what's super heartbreaking there is the free throws that they missed in those games. As Gani Stevens gets a nice...
Remogat gets the rub. Overshoots. Naruka making some space for himself.
And that is where Naruka is most dangerous.
Let's look at a rebound powered by AIA, formerly Phil Am Live. Bounce back like a champ. And speaking of bounce, that guy even on his... And he can do that too.
Yep,
Swat away some shots. Remogat for 3. Gets it to go! Ball that ends up with Cortez. Cortez right behind Naruka. Cortez swatted away again. Naruka running back, which means Paila sets him up on the other side. And UP is on the run.
And this is what you don't want if you're LaSalle. You don't want to give UP transition buckets, because not only do they get easy points, they get the crowd involved too.
Look at this chase down by Francis Naruka on a clear defensive move, brought to you by Clear Men. Power up your damage-free scout. Supercharged with Clear. And then the setup job as he runs back and gets you our Hyundai move of the half. Stargazer, let the future move you.
The past few games for them.
Makalalang spins, finding gets a bucket and breaks that run. Phillips blitzing Remogat with a hard show, but this is what happens.
And that's a great find from Remogat. He drew the defense.
Finishing at the rim. Remogat from Remogat distance. But UP is not toying around here in the first quarter. Who just hit.
Look at this.
Nonchalantly launching this shot. Babalik balikan moment brought to you by Decent Cup Noodles. Panalong seafood sarap. Napinabalik. Pablo. Back to Dungo. Sprays it to Amos for his first 3 in a while. Welcome back, Mason Amos.
There we go. Because you know your player's being aggressive.
Dungo will settle for a 3. Oh! The bank is open on a 17. And it's a counter run here, a 9-0 counter run before that Terrence Correa drive. And Danny Stevens, by the way. The kick out. Escape dribble. Alarcon shows the touch.
That is a welcome sight for UP because Alarcon struggled last game. And he's starting strong this game.
Marasigan settles for 3 and he gets it to go. Sorry, that's Marasigan who goes up. Dungo fades away. Got it. Roy Dungo. Good shots for LaSalle. Could not make it. Here's the counter attack by UP. And a stretch.
As you see here. 2 dribbles, spin move, easy layup.
Good point. Phillips on the spin. Phillips right on Francis Naruka. Approaching the 6-minute mark. 6 on the shot clock. Remogat will shoot. And Remogat will score his 11th point. Marasigan sees Naruka. Cops out. Phillips with that familiar move of using his body. Julian Quinas now is in the ball game for the first time.
Well, Coach Topex trusting his rookie in this big game.
Mike again. What a wraparound.
His vision is just something else.
Look at the aggression of Mike Phillips. Randy Noruka, Nissan Cup Instant Replay, brought to you by Nissan Cup Noodles, Panalong Seafood Sarap. And I only say that, Tyler, to underscore how tough. It's a shape-shifting zone.
It is.
Look at that stretch. Drives on the stretching to the rim. He looks good. Phillips again. That body bump for separation.
Not a hero from our end, though. Not on the Ateneo side.
Sorry, Tyler.
Sure.
Sorry. That's why I said from the UP side. Belmonte! Hard to the rack. Oh, he's going to get a technical here. Monte and a palanca.
So much length in that front court. Let's see what he did.
It's this reaction that they're going to call a technical for. The free throw line the last couple of games. Phillips comes out to show. Remorgan again finds Palanca.
While Phillips is running back to him.
And he's just not panicking when he's being blitzed.
He's just so patient.
Oh, that's a nice step through by Earl Abadam.
Beautiful step. You see the emphasis of them going into the paint almost every single possession. Whereas UP with the high ball screen.
Oh, look at that! Remorgan shakes his head. Leading all scorers. Elbow jumper. That's a foul.
Ines waves off Pablo.
And his version of a step through. That's why they wanted to go quick. Mike gets away. The lead is down to 3. 14.
So again, goes to the top ball screen.
Cortez loses it, recovers just in time, gets it back, and his first field goal.
There we go. And sometimes with Phillips.
Gives up the dribble. Gives it up to Phillips from 16. That's short. They save it. It is Amos who is able to serve it. And LaSalle is all the way. Remorgat with a track down. Remorgat with a pitch ahead. Noruka gets it up and in.
We're going to come out swinging, so we just need to play our game. Afterwards, Coach Topex passionately drew out the plays, saying we have a very good chance of sharpening our saw.
16 to shoot. Lots of time looking for the roadblock. Gets the rub. Remorgat off the glass. Yes. So patient off those screens. Alarcon accelerates. Alarcon. Noruka. Offensive rebound. Blocked from behind by Amos.
Good defense from Mason Amos there. And he let Noruka know.
Clear defensive move brought to you by Clear Men. Power up your dander-free scalp supercharge. Noruka fades away on Bright Luango. But Dungo did not give up, Tyler.
Better counter from Dungo there.
Torres accelerates. Torres with drop time. Gani for the offensive rebound.
That is a tough.
Formerly Phil F. Life bounced back like a champ.
So you got Noruka on one end of the shaded lane and Gani Stevens on the other. You're going to need everyone to box out. Let's see how LaSalle opts to break this press.
Abadam is ready to shoot at the corner. He's waiting for the ball, but Phillips decides, I'm taking this! Up the ladder! Crusher. The Duncan dunk of the game. Brought to you by Duncan. Pasalubong ng bayan. You know, he missed a dunk earlier in the first half, Tyler, and he kept on motioning how he wanted it back. Boy, did he get it back. Wow, that rim is still shaking from that shot and from that dunk. But here's the answer from Francis Noruka.
Marasigan going to the post against Torres.
Fakes, fires.
No ball screens. Straight up one-on-one.
Torres stays with him. Marasigan steps back and gets it to go! And at the horn, De La Salle gives us our fourth lead change of the game. We'll take a look at that in a bit. First, bounce back like a champ. Rebound powered by AIA, formerly Philip Life. Motolite Pang Matagalan play of the quarter brought to you by Motolite Pang Matagalan. Download the Motolite Rescue app today.
Step back three in your mouth.
Boris Marasigan, 8 points. You want to go back to him, partner?
And he's going to the post against Alarcon.
Abadam, down it goes.
It's now back to you, Boom and Tyler.
Pride of Silay City, Negros Occidental on the drive, right on cue after that Cheska Ramos report.
As they told me that they want to win this game, not just for themselves, but for the graduating captain, Mike Phillips. Mike told me, despite having a few games left,
Romain has come back in this game for those who just tuned in. Remogat launches, down it goes. Kines sprays it out to Marasigan for another one. Second, Kines sprays it to Marasigan. And then 67-63 with 7 minutes remaining. Remogat steps back, gets it to go! Are you kidding me? Remogat answers back. Step you back. 3 more for Remogat in a babalik-balikan moment brought to you by...
And they drop into a zone.
Noruka is at the nail. We've seen this play before. This is how Coach Goldman breaks that zone. He's got 5 to shoot. Boris loses it. Alarcon, 1 guy to beat. Marasigan now has Baila on him. I don't know how Marasigan found a way to make that shot, but he did.
Pin down action for Jacob Cortez. 2-man game with Amos. There we go.
That's the screen. Cortez steps back for 3. Off the glass. Why not? But all the way, season 88.
Yes, sir. That's what we want.
Yep, that's what we want. The takeaway by Cortez. For Earl Abadam. Clear defensive move brought to you by Clear Men. Power up your damage-free scout. Supercharge with Clear.
That was a huge steal from Cortez. And the presence of...
Abadam against Stevens, trying to take him one-on-one. Crossover, pull up. PS Bank last 2 minutes brought to you by PS Bank. Open a savings account via PS Bank Mobile. No initial deposit. Download now. Marasigan top circle 3. Pitch ahead to Abadiano. Abadiano accelerates. Quick 2. Being smart. Squeeze as much from the orange here. Abadam steps back right at the elbow.
Look at this. Earl Abadam just attacking Remogat. Gets the step back jumper in his favorite spot.
Got the gunners out there.
LaSalle goes to a zone defense.
Abadiano gets it back, puts up the 3, and gets it to go!
Look at this. Just a good read from Abadiano. Gets the ball back right away from the inbounds and hits the 3.
The miss, the intentional miss. And UP gets it. Abadiano will throw it up. No! And LaSalle will dribble away the basketball and will stay alive for the Final 4.